Hello again, YouTube. Truth Man here. This is content by request from Sean Breezy. He wanted me to talk about the Air Forceman, the airman that was gunned down. I'm going to read some of the story and I'm going to give my thoughts on this. It says Senior Airman Roger Fortson, 23, who was based at a Special Operations Wing at Hurlburt Field, was in his off-base apartment in Fort Walton Beach when the shooting happened on May 3rd. It says, according to Benjamin Crump is his lawyer. It says, the woman whom Crump didn't identify said Fortson was alone in his apartment when he heard a knock at the door. He asked who was there but didn't get a response. Let me keep reading. A few minutes later, Fortson heard a louder knock but didn't see anyone when he looked through the peephole. It said, this is what the woman said. It says, the woman said Fortson was concerned and went and retrieved his gun. It says, as Fortson walked back through his living room, deputies burst through the door, saw that Fortson was armed and shot him 6 times. The woman said Fortson was on the ground saying, I can't breathe. Fortson died at a hospital. The deputy involved in the shooting was placed on administrative leave pending an investigation. Said the woman said Fortson wasn't causing a disturbance during their FaceTime call and believed that the deputies must have had the wrong apartment. First of all, part of this is because these guys is always doing stuff, which these sheriffs and these police be on edge. That's part of it. You got to be fair in this. But what they did was wrong because they too quick to shoot black people. They be quicker. There's an N-word. But if he was a white guy, get on the ground, let me see your hands, drop the weapon. They too quick to shoot us, man. But the other half of this is you ninjas always doing stuff, and then the good ones like him end up getting done like you. Because they always doing stuff. And they already don't like us, man. But then the dude that was trying to make a life for his family, like I told y'all, life ain't fair. This story is disgusting. Yeah, I do realize I work very closely with deputies, so on and so forth. And even when I was at the other facility, they be on edge. And here's another thing. If you ever a sheriff, do not act like you gotta prove your worth. Because a lot of sheriffs, some of them cool, but some of them, they just go out of their way to try to show they on the same level or a higher level than police. Why didn't they say who they were? He's a good guy. If they would have been like, Sheriff, open up. He would have put his gun down. He would have put his hands up. I got confidence. He would have been like, what's going on? What's the problem? They didn't give him a chance. Instead, he probably thought it was a bunch of dudes with gold teeth trying to get him. Because he probably got a nice car. He probably done noticed some of them dudes be acting like they following you home. He thought it was one of them with the teethus. The tattoos on their neck. Bad guy. That bad guy tattooed on their neck. If they would have said who they were, he would have, I guarantee you, he would have opened the door. What's going on? How can I help? He would have probably said, how can I help? Because he knew he ain't do nothing. But they, yeah, I'm tough. This is disgusting, man. I already know if he was white, drop the weapon. They probably wouldn't even shot him. They would have tased him. And y'all know I'm the fairest of the fair. But this one didn't have to happen, man. All they had to do was, first of all, they supposed to identify themselves even if it's a bad guy. And if he don't open the door, that's when they bust it in. Because like I said, if they would have identified themselves, he had that gun because he thought it was a burglar. Now, nothing against what happened with George Floyd. That was bad too. They should have had more guys there to hold him down. But there was other aspects to that. This is different. This man was on there, say, baby, you know what I'm saying? He probably was trying to smash. When you gonna come over here and let me smash? They interrupted his game. A lot of these guys just found a different way to be racist. Like I say, if it was a white guy, he would have been on the ground, probably got tased. I've seen videos. They just showed us a video. This dude just would not shoot the white guy. He coming towards him. He telling him, drop your weapon, about 1 million times. He got a knife. He finally shot him because he ain't had no choice. But if that was me or the airman Fortson, he would have been shot us. Sometimes you could stay out of trouble and these people still find a way to bring you down. Nobody finna take up for them on this one, man. I can't. I'm too fair. That's my thoughts on it. They quicker to shoot us than they are anybody else. That's a fact. But these ninjas that's always doing stuff is part of the blame too. The stringy hair, always doing something. You got everybody on edge. Had him on edge thinking it was one of them. Had the sheriff on edge thinking, and then what happened in Charlotte, that don't make it no better. Because see, if you gonna talk about this, you got to talk about what happened to them police officers in North Carolina. That's part of the blame too. Again, these dudes always doing stuff. They shoot us too fast, but the flip side is these dudes always doing stuff. They got everybody on edge. Won't y'all be yourself and stop trying to be like these rappers? They killing the rappers too. They want to rap about the hood and then go to their little fortress wherever it is and be safe while everybody listening to them acting differently in these streets. Done, man. I'm done.